Hi.
Welcome to our lab.
This is Emily.
I'm Emily. This is Marie.
I'm Marie. And this lab is titled the Enzyme Catalysis Lab. I think that's how it's pronounced. In this lab, we are trying to find how the concentration of catalase affects the initial rate of hydrogen peroxide decomposition. So you will need multiple materials in this lab, and we have them right here for you to see.
You have one 250 milliliter beaker filled with 100 milliliters of water mixed with 1 gram of yeast. And then in a 150 milliliter beaker, we have 75 grams or milliliters of hydrogen peroxide. And so in the lab, to test the rate of the decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide, you will soak one little filter or piece of paper in this concentration and for 5 seconds, and then you'll dab it off, then drop it in the hydrogen peroxide, and once it hits the hydrogen peroxide, you'll start timing, and it will sink, and then once it hits the surface again, that's when you stop timing. And then to find the rate, you'll take 1 divided by the time that you got. So we will show you how that's done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Blot it off. Go. 1,
Start.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Stop.
8.3 seconds. So we will take 1 divided by 8.3 seconds, or 8.3 volts per second to find the rate, which is volts per second. Yeah.
And in the lab, you will test it 5 times with 3 different concentrations. The water level will stay the same, but the amount of yeast will increase from 0 to 0.5 to 1 to 1.5 to 2. And as the amount of, or the yeast concentration increased, the rate of decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide increased.
As you can see on the graph. The blue line represents our group's data, and the black line represents the class average of the rate of decomposition of the hydrogen peroxide with the catalase as the enzyme. And you can see that they were positively affiliated because as the yeast amount increased, so did the rate of decomposition, which Emily said.
It's okay. It's a good reminder.
So, yes, that's our lab. That's our conclusion. One question we still have remaining about the lab is if there are any other enzymes that would speed up this reaction even faster and what they would be. So that's our one question. And I think that's it for what we need for the lab. But thank you for joining us, and we hope this helps you learn about enzymes and such.